Hello there guys and welcome, it is Niran here, and today it is time for the return of a series that I'm not going to lie, I really wish I'd have been able to carry on with, and this is of course our Aston Villa FIFA 14 career mode series. This is episode number 47, a long way through this series of course. Now I realise I haven't done this series in a very long time, and I'm going to explain why, because I think an explanation is probably required. To be quite honest with you, I just have not really... since probably about a month ago, I just haven't enjoyed playing this game whatsoever. So I'm not going to complain too much, because obviously I know you guys like the series. That was my favourite parts of the series, is that this was so popular amongst you guys. So I'm going to sort of make this video to explain myself. And yeah, I wasn't having fun playing the game. They always say if you don't have fun playing the game, don't make the video about it. But don't worry, like, I'm not going to not make a career mode series on FIFA 15. Obviously, as you know, I made that video, the pre-FIFA 15 career mode as it was titled, giving you the choice to pick my team on FIFA 15 to do a career mode series. As I can tell you at the moment, West Ham are leading by quite a significant amount, so if you don't want West Ham, I'd suggest voting now, although it looks as if it is going to go the way of West Ham. So yeah, main message is don't worry, I will definitely be doing a career mode series on FIFA 15. It'll be my main FIFA series as well, for any of the new subscribers who came expecting some career mode. In the meantime, in the background, we sent a contract offer there to Ricardo Rodriguez after Wolfsburg accepted our offer for the Swiss left back. We also got an offer there for Gabriel Bonhor from Newcastle there. We put a counter offer on that of 2.8 million, and we also got Max Meyer coming to us in the player conversations to say he's a decent replacement for Charles Nzogbia, who we sold either last episode or a few episodes ago. In the meantime, this episode we'll be playing two games as per usual. The first of which, as you can see, I'm setting up the stall for, which will be a an away game against Fulham, the first leg of the semi-final of the Capital One Cup. As you can see, there's the team I'm putting out: Zila, Klein, Papadopoulos, Vlar, and Lowton at the back, with Grenier, Ignatovic and Roda the midfielders, Bruma, Juricic and Agbonlahor up front. So Benteke out of the team, Delph out of the team there, being replaced by Ignatovic and Agbonlahor. So a few young players coming in because it's a cup game. Hopefully with a good result here, I can actually afford to play a few more youngsters like Neil Morpay, possibly even Luca Longo as well in the second leg, but I won't get too audacious about things. I suppose going to have a few first team players in the second episode, the second game, sorry, of this episode. Of course, will be against Newcastle. That will also be an away game. But first of all, we're going to get into this one. A nice little header there from, I think, Kyriakos Papadopoulos, easily saved there by Stekelenburg, the goalkeeper. Roda again setting through, this time Juricic, but a nice little block after the cut inside. But Juricic would not be denied on the 14th minute, or 15th minute instead, getting his 21st goal in all competitions to make it 1-0. And just to clarify, I absolutely despise playing against this team with a burning passion inside my soul. Like, it's ridiculous. For some reason on this game they are just really hard to play against, but Ignatovic, they're doing a really good job winning the ball, playing through Bruma, and somehow that ends up going straight through the Fulham goalkeeper. Initially I thought it was a brilliant save. I was really disappointed. I was preparing for the corner, but it somehow managed to creep in. Just Yuri Ignatovic, if you're wondering why I'm playing him, I know he's only 62 stat, I do believe it is, but he's just so good to play with. He's literally like a little mini Roda. He plays in exactly the same way, and he just plays well. You know, he might not be a very good stat, he might not be very good at ball control, which is one thing that definitely lets him down, but he's a very good player to play with. Fulham, though, getting their first chance early in the first half, and somehow Luis Muriel missing that after the rebound from Brian Ruiz's shot. Nice little bit of interchanging play there between Grenier and Agbonlahor, gives it to Bruma, he cuts inside, and he would get his second to make it 3-0 in the 70th minute against the team that I can't play. I just absolutely cannot play this team. And somehow we were winning 3-0. A really nice goal as well there from Bruma to make it 3-0. Of course, away from home, Klein then setting through Grenier, and what a finish that is to make it 4-0. Chesting it down on the half volley after the first time over the top through ball from Nathaniel Klein, the right back, who was certainly playing a lot better than he did last episode. He made me want to sell him last episode. He was absolutely catastrophic. But that made it 4-0 and pretty much cemented our place in the Capital One Cup final. It would take an absolute miracle now for Fulham to go through into the final from this at Wembley, but nevertheless that was the final action of the game, and that is how it ended. 4-0, a brace from Bruma, a goal from Juricic, and a late goal there as well from the Frenchman Clement Grenier. As you can see, Gary Gardner and Ashley Westwood came on late on, as well as Nathan Baker. Man of the match though went to Kyriakos Papadopoulos, really good rating of an 8.8 there, as you can see, for Ignatovic, 8.6 for Bruma, 8.3 for Klein, as well as good ratings for Lowton and Grenier, and Robert Zila there as well in goal. Despite not having to do a huge amount, managed to keep a clean sheet, which always always boosts your rating. Nevertheless, as you can see now, we're getting an email here from Sevilla. They've accepted our transfer offer for Alberto Moreno, of course, who in real life has just scored an absolute, well, not just, yesterday, as I'm commentating this, scored an absolute stunner of a goal against Tottenham in a 3-0 win. Of course, he's not playing for Liverpool on this game, he's still playing for Sevilla, with it being the old update. Of course, this career mode started on the day FIFA came out, which is absolutely insane to think it's actually still going. But yeah, anyway, Alberto Moreno there, an option for left back. Of course, the other option will be Ricardo Rodriguez, so feel free to vote in the comment section, and the one with the most votes will obviously be the one that I choose. Personally, I would probably prefer Ricardo Rodriguez, but still, it is your opinion that matters. As you can see there, just in the background, just offering a contract to an Ivorian 18-year-old striker called Christian Fofana. He's on the free agents list, and he did look pretty damn decent, so you might as well take a punt. He's a free agent. Yuri Ignatovic was a free agent, and he's done very well. As you can see, though, here, just setting up the team for this Newcastle game. This is, again, going to be a very difficult game. I would probably say this is the second hardest team to play on this game, so in the Barclays Premier League. So, yeah, a very tough episode in terms of compared to what it is on paper and how it actually feels. As you can see there, the team Zila, Klein, Papadopoulos, Vlar and Lowton, Grenier, Roda, Delph in midfield with Bruma and Juricic the wingers and Benteke up front. So the return of Christian Benteke we didn't even need in the Fulham game, which is quite incredible. He was actually on the bench, but there's no point bringing him on when you're winning 4-0. So yeah. Anyway, it's now time for the second game of the episode, away against Newcastle at St James's Park, and this promised to be a lot harder, but in the 10th minute, I missed the FIFA equivalent of a sitter. I don't know how Clement Grenier managed to put the ball that far wide. Another chance there falling to Newcastle, thankfully bundling into the hands though of Robert Zieler. And a weird chance here, Bruma there getting on the end of that through ball when really Rob Elliott could have just come out and claimed it. And in the end, Juricic there firing against the side netting on the full volley. Lowton then making a bit of a meal of a clearance on the edge of half-time into injury time, in fact, of the first half. Sissoko twisting and turning, gives the ball to Gabriel Obertan and forcing a great save from our goalkeeper, Robert Zieler. Moving on, though, straight into the second half, Juricic wins the ball off Yango Mbiwa in his own half and blasts it into the top corner in the 47th minute for his 22nd goal in all competitions this season. And it was a really uncharacteristic mistake from Newcastle. They hadn't really threatened as much as they usually do. Yango and B were trying to clear it away, and what a finish that is from outside the area from Juricic. Lots of power in the shot, and that made it 1-0, and soon, just 8 minutes later, Delph going forward, nice little ball roll, goes for the curling effort, breaks to Benteke, and he slots it in to make it 2-0. And we're beating the two hardest teams to play on this game, and beating them pretty easily in one episode. I mean, it's like the odds of this happening are ridiculous. Really nice bit of skill from Delph. The shot was probably actually on target. Good block though from Colaccini, but unfortunately for Newcastle, it did fall right to the feet of Christian Benteke into the 71st minute, and a really nice free kick actually, I think from Sissoko, forcing a brilliant save from Zila, but from the resulting corner, Colaccini getting his head on it, and like, there's nothing you can do about a goal like that. I wasn't even that angry, because headers are ridiculous on this game, so you just got to accept them when they happen, unless they are ridiculously, you know, stupid. But that was a really good header from Colaccini, nothing Zila could do, but in the 84th minute, I was slightly more angry, as Moussa Sissoko I don't know what happened, As soon as we scored the second goal, Newcastle just turned the difficulty up to legendary, from what it was world class, and then it just became legendary and beyond, and that made it 2-2. Managed to poke it past Robert Zieler, and at this point I was really annoyed. I was going for Christian Benteke with a chance, nice little block though from Yanga and Mbiwa, and it's cleared away, and in the 90th minute, surely not, Obertan goes forward, gives it to Gouffran, it's blocked. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I managed to squander a 2-0 lead against the AI in 17 minutes. 17 minutes, it went from 2-0 to 3-2, Newcastle just completely destroying me in the second half. And yeah, I was hugely disappointed. This is in the Barclays Premier League. Chelsea actually won, so they are now top of the table. And from 2-0 up, we managed to lose 3-2. Benteke and Juricic getting really good ratings, but it pales into insignificance in reality, because just now look at the table. Chelsea now 2 points clear on 53. Aston Villa, ourselves there in second on 51. We're still 6 points clear of Manchester City, but still losing the lead of the Premier League in those circumstances. Our run of form recently in the Premier League has been absolutely atrocious, in all honesty. We've dropped so many points to Chelsea. We were at one stage, I think, 8 points clear, and we're now 2 points back in the space of about 6 games. Liverpool there running at the top 4, Spurs in 5th, Manchester United in 6th there, Fulham in 7th, joint with West Ham. Arsenal yet again having an awful start to the season, as well as Everton there down in 10th. Swansea in 11th with Southampton in 12th. Down in the relegation zone, Reading and Hull there on 14 points, actually starting to drop a drift of 17th place team Stoke, with Leicester still very much grounded at the bottom of the table there on 7. But nevertheless, I hope you've enjoyed the return of this series in some sense. I hope to get about 1 or 2 of these episodes out before FIFA 15 starts, but obviously FIFA 14 is a little bit dead nowadays. In the meantime, again, I apologise for how long this series has been gone, but I will certainly be making this my main series when FIFA 15 comes out. Nevertheless, like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and comment about enjoying it if you enjoyed it that much. It's been an absolute pleasure ranting at you guys today. Have a brilliant day, enjoy yourselves, and goodbye.